YouTubers, how are you today? Jeannie Street, spiritual medium, healer, and author. In this video, I'm going to share a recent poll that I did on Facebook.
Stands with God and angels, oh, love lifts her from her pain. The cross on her arm is a truth.
So I took a recent poll on Facebook and I asked my audience, if you could ask me one question about the work that I do as a medium, what would it be? So the first question that I chose was, what's your favorite way to receive messages from a departed loved one? I think my favorite way to receive messages when they just show up loud and clear in front of me. And I do have the ability to see spirit, but most of the time I just feel them. So when they show up front and center, it makes the work so easy and bright, and they're like, hey, let's get this done. So that's my favorite way. So the next question I picked was, how do you feel and see people's energy? I feel and see people's energy throughout my body. I have the ability to sense and feel energy, and at times I also see energy, but really it's more the feeling. I'm a sensitive gal. Great question. The next question from the poll, do you only receive messages from people in heaven? And I love this question because everybody goes to heaven. We're under the idea that not all of us get to heaven, but there are stages of heaven, and it's like going to school. You can't go to the top grade unless you've done the U work. So I only work with energy that is and from God. That being said, there is lower energy around, but I only connect with that which is from God. Do you ever get names of departed loved ones? I really don't work on getting names. My problem is I don't hear well on earth. I wear hearing aids. So I already have it set up that I'm not going to hear them. So really it's more the feeling, the knowing, and they do speak to me, but I don't even try to go for the names because I'm terrible with names here on earth. Do you ever get scared of talking to those who have crossed over? No. I love talking to the dead. They're so much easier than talking to the living. The living have all these worries and fears and all this worry before they come to a session or a reading. So the dead don't have that. There's no fear, there's no anxiety, there's no stress. So it's nice and easy and smooth sailing. The next question from the poll is, when did you know that you had this special gift? And really, I've known my whole life. But the truth is, I shut it off when I was a child because of fear. So I actually thought everybody had this gift, that everybody could feel and sense the angels the way that I could. And I thought everybody had the clear knowing. It wasn't until I grew up that came into light that it was a special gift. The next question is, when you get a physical sensation from heaven, how do you calm yourself so you can feel them? For me, it is all about meditation, being still, and a healthy diet. So that lifestyle for me to connect is really important. And when I'm out of my head, it's a surrender. And she also asked, how can I calm and relax to rest, to feel them for myself? So to feel your loved ones speaking to you or angels, it really is about surrender and about meditation. It's about letting go and trusting those gut feelings that you're having. It's a beautiful way. And the easiest way is through your dreams. The next one is, do you hear voices or see people, and when did this start happening? I do hear voices and I occasionally see people. It just depends on the situation. And it began for me when I was a child, 4 years old, and I remember seeing my first departed loved one, and it was my grandmother Alice. From that point forward, I had loved ones coming and visiting me all the time, and I was terrified. So I would go to my parents' room and try to explain what was happening, but I didn't have the correct language, and they didn't understand what I was telling them. So, lo and behold, I had fear, and I learned to shut down my gift and deny it. That's why it took years to unfold and open that back up. The next question that came in is, I know you've always had a strong faith. How did you get to where you are now? And it's true, I grew up in a Catholic home, so I've always had a pure connection to God. And it wasn't just having that Catholic faith, it was really more about the connection to God, to Jesus, to the angels, and to the Holy Mother, because I could see them when I was little. But I always had that fear. So when I started to open up as an adult to really trust this and have this come forward, I actually went and sat down with my priest because I had worried I was going to be doing something against God. And this proved out to be really beautiful because he blessed the work that I did, and he said there are people that have this gift and do it and use it in the right way. So That's why I take my work very seriously, and I align through prayer, meditation, and constant connection with God. And YouTubers, if you have a question that you would like answered, pop it in the comments section below. And if you want to know more about my story, you can head on over to Amazon and get my book, The Goddess You. It tells you all about my journey of how I opened up and how I started to work as a medium. Thanks so much, guys. It's great to hang out with you, and I wish you a beautiful day.